Yeah. Recording video.
Hello, folks. It's Flying Jake. I have one more Ruthless review to do tonight before I hit the hay. I'm going to talk about an episode of Rescue 911 that really got under my skin, something terrible. It is an episode called Chemistry Hero, and before I go any further, I took a lot of heat from one particular family member when I voiced my opinion about this. She came unglued, talked about how she was going to rip my head off. I don't care. I don't care. This took place in 1989. It was the Durham High School in Durham, North Carolina. And the math science building at the school on the campus had undergone remodeling. Well, during the remodeling phase, the stupid construction workers, and yes, I said stupid, took all the chemicals and put them together in one trash can. Very unsafe practice. Oh yeah, really cool, people. Really cool. If that wasn't bad enough, on the first day of when school resumed for the new year, 1989, chemistry teacher Suri Chatilla asked Matt Crook and four other honor roll students to, quote, help him put things away. And note I said help. Because these students were not helping. They were actually doing. And Mr. Chatilla was sitting on his tuchus atop a lab table just observing the situation. La-di-da. Matt Crook spoke on the video, and he talked about how the chemicals looked very unsafe. You know, on this episode of Rescue 911, he said that they were missing their tops. There was corrosion everywhere. There was a lot, labels missing. A lot of things looked unsafe. Well, number one, Matt, you should have been smart enough not to go along with it. You and the kids should have looked at him and said, no, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Get somebody who's more experienced in the matter. Get somebody who is an expert on this stuff. We're not going to mess with it, But who was the adult in the situation? Chatilla is more responsible. He was the adult. Anyway, these kids are transferring this stuff from the trash cans to the cubbies and whatever. And they're washing vials off and everything. Well, one kid caused a reaction with sodium and water. Pure sodium reacts violently when exposed to air or water. And only then did Mr. Chatilla act. Oh no, he says, and he jumps down off the counter, grabs a smoking beaker, runs outside with it. Well, he makes it as far as the doors, and don't get me wrong, I'm sorry the guy got hurt. I wouldn't want that for anybody. I would not want that for anybody. But the thing is that he caused the accident. He caused it by acting recklessly. His reckless decisions could have killed all those kids. Thank God it didn't happen. What really got me in the end of this episode, though, was when Mr. Chatilla himself spoke, and he said, the one thing that I've learned after this accident is how many people come forward and how many people are concerned about my welfare and my safety. What about the safety of the kids you put in danger, Chatilla? I know. I'm a jackass to some people, but I'm honest. Okay, I want to talk about something. I had a science teacher years ago. He's been a friend of mine ever since. He passed away in 16 actually. Name was Mr. Nitchy. We all called him Nitch. Rest in peace, Nitch. I miss you terribly. So do a bunch of other people who knew you in one way or another. Mr. Nitchy would have never, ever had us kids doing anything like that. In fact, If Nitch had his chemicals out and he was doing experiments and we were observing, if any of us got too close, he would raise his voice. I heard him get loud before, and he didn't care. Get the hell back. This stuff could kill you, he said sternly. I mean, that's the kind of guy he was. He did not want us anywhere close to him. God forbid something happened. He would rather it happen to him than put us in mortal danger, you know? That's the kind of guy Mr. Nitchy was. And I like to think that had Nitch done what Chatilla did, and something happened, there would have been a lot of angry parents demanding answers. My mom would have ripped that school down brick by brick until she found Nitch. She would have probably put the hurting on him. And like I said, I am so sorry that that thing blew up in Chatilla's face. You know, you know, he lost his eyesight for a while. It's a wonder he could see. And he did do a good deed at getting that thing out of that building before it could have blown and caused a chain reaction. But I cannot say that, you know, I can't say that his actions before then were good or you know, he acted recklessly. I'm Flying Jake. Tell me what you think of this. It's funny. Every time I do one of these, a train has to show up every now and then in one video or another. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment. If you disagree, that's all right. If you agree, that's all right. I just want to know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe. Take care. I'll be back with more content.